of a South Australian family has potentially prevented a major COVID-19 outbreak. This is the Ryan family, their dad Adam receiving a false negative test result after returning from work at the Northern Territory Tanami mine.
The whole family of 6 isolated just to be safe, and 6 days later, Adam, his wife Kristen and all 4 kids were positive. And the family joins us now from Tom's Court Medi Hotel in Adelaide. Good morning, guys. Oh, gee. How are you all travelling?
Yeah, we're okay. We're a bit squished now. We're ready to go home. But we're all well and healthy now.
Are you?
Can't ask for that.
Yeah, good. And so we know that Adam, the kids were okay, even though they were positive, they were asymptomatic. But you yourself, you got pretty crook, didn't you?
Yeah. I had quite a few breathing issues. Most the same as most bad colds or even influenza, which I've had before. But in the end, I survived, so I'm okay. I'm happy.
And I'm sure everyone is. Kristen, for you, mummy bear. I mean, you've got a lot. You've got everything on your plate. How's it been for you?
It hasn't actually been too bad. We've got good kids here. They've been pretty good considering, and we've had lots of friends drop some things off to keep them entertained. So it's been as good as it can be, I think.
Where are you even all sleep? I mean, how big is this hotel room?
There's 3 rooms.
Okay. And how's it been for you, young fella?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. And what have you been doing to pass the time?
Well, mostly going on my Nintendo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I bet you're good after that amount of time in quarantine. But guys, I mean, all of South Australia is incredibly appreciative of your efforts, because if you hadn't isolated after you received that false negative test, your whole state could be in an entirely different situation right now, couldn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I suppose it was a bit tempting on one of the days when I did get the negative test. I wanted to confirm with the South Australian government if I could. I had a busy week that next week being on break, but SA didn't seem to mind at the time if I went out, but I decided to stay home. An hour later, things changed anyway because the COVID outbreak had spread a bit throughout the Greenwich or the mine that I was working at. So they called me and said, yeah, lockdown. So it was a few hours there where realistically we were free to do what we wanted, but we still decided to stay home because it was a bit of a grey area, I suppose.
Just by the by, you two do not make ugly children. Hey, Kristen, obviously Adam got pretty crook there at one point. There are some in the community who believe this whole thing's a furphy, this COVID thing. Explain to us how sick he got and how worried you were.
Oh, look, I've seen him pretty sick before. He has had pneumonia twice, and he's had the flu before. And at first, it did just seem like that. I wasn't scared for his life, but he was pretty crook. And then it was really the only scary point for me was when he got taken to hospital, because we didn't have our phones at that time. Right. And so I had no way to be in contact with him while he was there, and that was scary for me because I didn't know what was going on there. I didn't know how long he was going to be there for, if we were going to get our phones back while he was still there. You know, like I was trying to call the hospital and get information and they weren't putting me through, but it was, yeah, that was a little bit scary, but that was really the only scary time, I'd say, because it's, yeah, he does pretty well pushing through sickness.
Well, we're glad you're okay, Adam, and hats off to you doing lockdown with quarantining with 4 kids. Hey, kids, what's the first thing you're going to do when you get out?
Go to Macca's. Yeah, I'm going to go to Macca's, Ali. We can't hear you, unfortunately. It's dropped out. Thank you guys for being with us, though, and appreciate it. And look, it's a difficult spot where they're in right now, but we're glad that everything's okay. Ali, how would you describe that situation?
As a dream come true. It makes me wish I had 4 kids and was stuck inside. Being
the mother of the nation. Yeah, it just makes you want to have more.
I think we all feel the same way.
You want to have more kids?
Yeah, so in fact, I might need to go now.
Well, that quick. Whoa, lucky Mike. Mike, you have me to thank. Hey, who's the brother?
Mike knocking on the door there?
Rev it up.